Jamie Lynn Spears, the saga that keeps on, it just literally never ends, right?
Well, yeah, you remember after her, Britney Spears posting naked on Instagram, she posted another picture, but instead of being naked, she was wearing like a red thong.
Yep. So Britney Spears is the gift that keeps on giving to people who like to talk about this stuff. But this article is from Jamie Lynn Spears, which is Britney Spears' younger sister.
She played Zoe 101, if you guys remember that show.
The funniest meme that I've seen lately, or no, I'm sorry, the funniest headline that I've seen lately that got turned into a meme. It says, Grammy Award winner Britney Spears accuses Kids' Choice Award nominee Jamie Lynn Spears of theft or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, that is the most savage headline I've ever read in my entire life. One gets to be a Grammy Award winner and the other one gets to be a Kids' Choice Award nominee.
Oh, wow. She actually did that? Mm-hmm. Wow, I thought that was a joke.
Nope. Like, they have a weird feud. It's really weird.
Well,
related to Britney's conservatorship and other stuff. If you look up Jamie Lynn Spears sings Britney Spears music. That's where a lot of this comes from. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
So it says Jamie Lynn Spears, quote, "I'm confused why Britney's at war with me. Skirts conservatorship questions." She's not confused, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that there's just a lot that they don't want to share. Now, I will say this about it. What the reason why these articles are coming out is because Jamie Lynn Spears has a book coming out. It's called Things I Should Have Said. And imagine going on this press junket right now, knowing that these questions are going to come up, especially with how much Britney has shaded her recently. Yeah. Like, you got to kind of have, like, forgive a better word, but, like, pretty big brass ones to be willing to take this stuff, like, you know, because you have to go out and promote the book. Yeah. But you're going to get these questions that you don't want to answer. Yeah. I would hate that. I would hate that. So it says, Jamie Lynn Spears has always loved her sister Britney and can't understand how the relationship deteriorated. Britney's younger sister appeared Wednesday on Good Morning America hawking her book. Is that how you spell hawking in this context? Hawking?
I think so.
I thought it was Hock.
Yeah. Who knows?
Let's find out.
Her new book, Things I Should Have Said. About her family, Jamie Lynn said she's happy the conservatorship ended, but bobbed and weaved when it came to how she felt about the conservatorship during the 13 years it was in place. She said when the conservatorship was first put in place that she didn't understand it and was dealing with other issues. Specifically, she was 17 and having a baby. That's understandable. But she said she understands a little about the conservatorship now, and she did when it fired up, which is odd since the saga lasted so long. She said she took no part of the conservatorship during the entire run. Now, I've heard different stories about this all around. I've heard her and her dad were both heavily involved in it, but I'm also wondering if maybe I misread some of that because her dad's name is Jamie. So I could have been thinking it was Jamie Lynn Spears when it was Jamie Spears, the dad. Imagine that. Like, imagine all of this is just bad luck. And she's just getting like a name intro. You know, she's just being misremembered because
just
her name is similar to her dad
on accident.
That's awful. Just think of that's awful.
Yeah.
It's like imagine somebody like, what is it like? Is it Rush or in German you can't name your kid Adolf?
Nope, it's
really
banned. Yeah, you can't name them that.
Yeah. So.
Is banned, and they're not allowed to talk about what happened in World War II.
Yep.
They're not allowed to talk about it?
Yep. Like in history classes, so they're not taught about it.
That's probably why they're... Anyway, story for another time.
For her vantage point, she said she was helping Britney, and according to her, the help was welcomed. She says Britney asked her to make sure her two boys got what they needed. One thing she addressed squarely, Britney's comments to the court that everyone in their family, including Jamie Lynn, profited off of Britney during the conservatorship. Jamie Lynn says she did not, but then offered that there may have been a quote misunderstanding. Britney has gone after Jamie Lynn for remixing some of her songs, but she said it was meant as a tribute, not a money move. If it went up for sale, it was a money move. But she says the conservatorship is over now. She's happy the conservatorship is over now because of how much it sowed family discord. As for Britney, she intimated in a Tuesday night post, two can play that game as in writing a book. Jamie got tearful when she's asked about... Jamie Lynn got tearful when she was asked how their relationship crashed and burned, saying she still loves her sister. Like, this just has to be really hard to deal with as a, you know.
Yeah.
There was the stuff about the let's see if they've got anything in this article. It says about Britney. Yeah, it says Britney is angry over her sister Jamie Lynn performing a remix of her song "Till the World Ends" at the 2017 Radio Disney Music Awards. She said, "Quote: It didn't make any sense how network television shows are showcasing my music with remixes of all of my music, yet the person who owns the music is told no."
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. I'd kind of side with Jamie Lynn Spears here because she wasn't selling it. She was performing it, and she's claiming it's a tribute, right?
But she gets paid for the appearance.
Yeah, but Britney was kind of, I don't know if you could say nuts at the time.
2017, wasn't she doing her Vegas shows at this time?
I'm not sure.
Kind of.
Actually.
Like,
I just know what I've seen on Instagram for the last 12 months.
See, but she's still a legal adult who should have had the freedom to make her own choices.
Under the conservatorship, she was not, though.
But she should not have been under the conservatorship.
That's neither here nor there.
But I'm just saying, I don't know if Jamie... Okay, then put it this way. Is it good form for Jamie Lynn to do that? If it bothers Britney, is it really a tribute?
Did Britney tell her not to do it before she did it?
That's the question. It says, so it says, let's continue. It says, it didn't make any sense how network television shows are showcasing my music with remixes of all of my music, yet the person who owns the music is told no. Britney wrote, they even gave remixes to my sister, but I was told no. So they're songs that she made, they're remixes of songs that she made, and she wasn't allowed to perform them. In the article we read that one time is talking about how she was told when she was doing those Vegas shows, she could only play her old stuff, and they wouldn't let her play any of her new stuff.
Yeah.
So she's an artist who's making them a ton of money.
Does she own the songs, though?
I don't know. I don't know if she
doesn't in the
but it wouldn't matter anyways, because if she's under conservatorship, she has no say in it.
Yeah.
She's allowed to perform, but she's not allowed to choose what music she plays.
Yeah, but back to the point of like she was told no. I mean, if she doesn't own the songs, they could offer it to anybody to perform, and then her sister may have just been like the next of kin.
I think at that point, then Jamie Lynn should have asked Britney if that was okay.
And do we know she didn't though?
They obviously they don't say it. In her defense, Britney, it's not like Britney would reveal that if she did.
I'd like to hear her book. I mean, she said two can play at that game. I would read that book.
Britney was self-reflective, saying, I obviously have serious insecurities. Otherwise, I wouldn't have acted like an obnoxious 8-year-old last week defending myself with my accomplishments. She went on to say, honestly, my family embarrassed me and hurt me deeply, so tooting my own horn and seeing my past accomplishments reflected back at me actually helped. Here's to a better 2022.
It's a positive attitude.
So, I just think that I believe wholeheartedly that whether she's struggling or not, she should be free from conservatorship anyways. If she's well enough that she can make you a ton of money, she's well enough to run her own financial life. If that means she screws it up, but that's what freedom should mean.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the conservatorship she was under. And the whole time, I've just been thinking about it objectively from a law standpoint. Yeah. And so, I don't know how that was legal. Yeah. But,
could have signed bad contracts, any of that stuff. So to me, it was really interesting because Jamie Lynn is now off selling a book, and she kind of has to sell it on this talking point of was I a good sister or not? Because it's not like her life has been so interesting that this wouldn't come up.
I actually forgot who she was until we just started talking about her.
Yeah, just remember she's Zoe from Zoe 101, that one show.
I've never watched that show.
I think it was after you guys were in high school.
I wouldn't have watched it either way. But,
here's another article on it. It says a video of Jamie Lynn singing Britney's songs at an award show is going viral after her older sister claims that, quote, she hurt her deeply for the performance. In an Instagram post on Friday, July 16th, Britney accused the people closest to her of trying to save face by speaking publicly about her conservatorship after years of silence. Never forget who ignored you when you needed them and who helped you before you even had to ask, Britney wrote. There's nothing worse than the people you're closest to whoever showed up for there's nothing worse than when the people closest to you who never showed up for you post things in regard to your situation, whatever it may be, and speak righteously for support. There's nothing worse than that. So there's nothing worse than when the people closest to you who never showed up for your post thing for you post things in regard to, I think there's supposed to be a comma there.
Yeah.
So she continued, how dare the people you love the most say anything at all? If you're reading this and you know who you are and you actually have the nerve to say anything about my situation just to save face for yourself publicly, if you're going to post something, please stop with the righteous approach when it's so far from righteous it's not even funny. Britney confirmed that Jamie Lynn, who is 10 years younger than her, was one of the people she was referring to in the second Instagram post. Britney slammed Jamie Lynn for performing a medley of her songs in the 2017 Radio Disney Music Awards, while the Toxic Singer's dad and conservator Jamie Spears controlled her career. So dad had control of all the rights, because under conservatorship she has no rights to any of that.
Yeah.
So that's like I said, they clearly didn't ask permission from her, otherwise why would she post that? But
well, she could have forgotten, because in the conservatorship she was being forced to take medicines that she didn't want to take.
That's even worse.
I know, it is terrible. But that still might have clouded her memory. I don't know why I'm defending this. I'm not.
I like it.
You're playing devil's advocate.
I'm playing reasoner. You know, I'm trying to logic my way through this.
It's okay. So that was interesting to me. I don't know how I feel about all this, but I just know that I wouldn't want to be on that press tour right now, having to answer those questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't like answering any questions, let alone having to answer questions about stuff that serious.
That's true, but...
Did you know... how did you know Jamie Lynn Spears?
Well, I never watched her show, but it was like a fun fact, like on a random video I was watching. She was Zoe from Zoe 101, and it was like a popular show. It came...
So they were both Disney kids. Britney and her.
Zoe 101 wasn't a Disney show.
Is that Nickelodeon?
It's Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Okay.
She was a Nick star.
But Britney was a Disney.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the product of Disney. And we all know how that screws people up.
Yeah, but like...
Justin Timberlake seems to be doing okay.
He's like him and Hillary Duff are like the rare exceptions.
Yeah.
Hillary Duff part of that exception club.
Look at Nick Jonas. He's good.
They're still young. There's still plenty of time to screw it up.
What do you mean? Nick Jonas is married.
Still young.
That's true. He's married to a very beautiful woman that's a little bit older than him.
Yeah. Who is that? The one married to Priyanka Chopra?
Yeah, that's Nick Jonas.
Hubba hubba.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, all of this is kind of weird because it's like family drama that we get to see unfold. I don't feel bad, but it's fascinating in a way, because there's a veneer here that's not the real world. Yeah, for sure.
You're only getting a small peek into what's actually happening in their lives. So, how about we do Podluck?
That's true, but just a fun fact. You know that song that Britney sang "Baby" one more time?
No, I don't. What is that song?
Yeah,
I vaguely remember. I vaguely remember
the melody. If you could sing it for us, Miracle.
I'm not gonna sing it, but basically it turns 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I just saw it on TMZ. There's like a whole article where she's basically Britney Spears. Like, it has a whole gallery of her wearing 23 outfits where she performs this song. It's basically the song where she wears that skin tight one piece.
It's the schoolgirl outfit song.
Well, isn't it the one where she wears the leather piece too?
I don't think
Apparently
so.
she wore 23 different things.
Maybe in the live performance, but that was the schoolgirl one from her very first music video.
Never mind. I'm thinking of Just Dance because they have that.
Wasn't Just
song.
Dance a Lady Gaga song?
No, it's the video game Just Dance.
Oh.
Oh, you mean Dance Dance Revolution?
No, there's a Wii version called Just Dance.
Carter's like,
There's a generation gap here.
There is definitely between all three of us for sure.
Yeah.